Welcome back to the Edge of Main Street. I am Sheena. This is
Justin.
And we asked a lot about our favorite restaurants and our favorite things to do, but we thought maybe this time we would switch it up and give you our least favorite restaurants in all of Disney World. Here we go. Restaurants are sit downs and some of them are quick serves. We couldn't quite decide how we wanted to do it, if we wanted to separate those out. So we did both combined, but there is a representative from each of the parks, from a resort and from Disney Springs.
So here we go.
Our first one we have talked about before. It is in a deluxe resort. It's in a really nice deluxe resort.
Yeah.
We have given this place a shot 2 times now. And it's not really because the food is awful. The food hasn't been great. Yeah. Granted, the food hasn't been great, but it's because the service has been horrible. Ooh. So the first one,
it's going to be Ale and Compass.
Ale and Compass at the Yacht Club. So we ate here before when it was the Captain's Grill, I think. This is a steakhouse. Yeah. Again, the food is not awful. It's pretty decent. I think Elderby has something that she really liked there. But the service both times we have been there has been so extremely slow. We even gave it like a couple of years and went back and tried it again because we like the atmosphere and we like the location and we like the idea of a steakhouse.
And they remodeled it.
Yes,
they did all this new stuff.
Yeah.
But it was exactly the same kind of service. I think I got a steak. It was good steak. But it's one of those things that you ever gone to a restaurant and felt like they forgot you?
Yes.
Or you asked for something and they come back and go, oh, okay, I'll get you that napkin. Oh, yeah. You wanted a refill. Oh, you wanted more ice. That kind of thing. I don't want to go to a place where I'm forgotten consistently over. And I felt like I was forgotten when I was at that restaurant.
And we try to give grace in this area a lot.
Yeah.
But it was the fact that both times were extreme. So like, checking in at the table, we have reservations, and then it's still taking a long time to get to our table.
Yeah.
And then we get to our table, and we also have food allergies, so we always have to have someone come and talk to us about that. The first time, we waited forever for the person to come out and talk to us. And then just everything seems like it takes a really long time. And like he said, you feel like you're forgotten, and it's not even that busy. It's not even that crowded. Yeah. Again, the atmosphere is cool. It's really quiet. It's chill. The colors are pretty. It looks like a nice environment. But the service has really been less than stellar, and we won't go back. That's number 1, Ale and Compass at the Yacht Club.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is, drumroll. This is a controversial one. It's a Disney Springs.
Oh, is it a 1 credit or 2 credit?
This is a 2 credit. This is the one that we have beef with. This is the one that's not a good term. This is the one that we have, can't think of a seafood term for beef because lobster is good. Okay,
seafood
anyways,
for beef?
The Boathouse.
Ooh.
Now, I know a lot of you guys love the Boathouse. It is your favorite seafood. Man. So we might have the problem that we are not huge seafood fans. Our children are, which is strange. Yeah. Both of our girls are.
Yeah.
So here's my problem with the Boathouse. Way overpriced.
Oh.
There are better places, in my opinion, on Disney World property to spend 2 credits. Again, maybe if we ate lobster or something like that, it would make a difference. But the prices were crazy. Also, we chose to sit inside. We could have sat outside, and it might have been a nicer environment, but it was kind of cool at that time, and so we really didn't want to sit outside by the water. It was super loud in that dining room.
So loud.
So we are like sitting at a table with just 4 of us. Granted, we did have a big family with a lot of kids that were kind of just left to their own devices. But it was so loud in that dining area. It's so like just uncomfortable.
Well, it's pretty packed too, as in like you.
Oh, really close.
Whenever we're at Ale and Compass, it's nice and spread out. This one, your chairs or tables are really close to each other. Like you can legitimately reach over and take someone's food if you would like to.
That's true.
I tried it. It didn't. No, I didn't do it. But yeah, I got a steak. I got a steak and a side or two. Steak was decent. The side was decent, but it wasn't like,
no way.
Oh my gosh, this is
times. We're gonna talk about the side because we got steaks and they were treating it like a steakhouse where, you know, a lot of times at a steakhouse you order a side separately. This came with a side. Do you remember what your side was?
Was it potatoes or was it vegetables?
3 little bitty rock potatoes. I really think there was 3.
Yeah.
So again, I understand the idea of a steakhouse wanting to order something separately, but these were dining credits. So these were two dining credits for a steak and 3 little potatoes. The extra side didn't come with it.
No, that's right.
So that was the bum deal.
That's what it was.
We were like, what? And then
she's passionate about this, as you can tell.
They didn't have great, and you know what? The same thing for Ale and Compass. We didn't mention this. They did not have good allergy dessert options. So a lot of places are really great at catering towards allergy desserts. They have, you know, they might not have a huge selection, but they have 1 or 2. And I think both of these places, Ale and Compass didn't have anything that she could have. It was didn't have one thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think they had one thing.
Oh, that's right, because she snuck something in, didn't she?
No.
Did she have like a dessert? She's like, where'd you get that at?
No, she kept a fry.
Oh, she snuck a fry. That's what it was.
That's what it was. All of us were eating our dessert and we were going to go get her something afterwards, get a Mickey bar or something. And we're eating and she pulls out a fry because she saved a fry. Okay.
Anyways.
Back to the boathouse. They didn't have great dessert options, which again is not that big of a deal in a normal scenario, but this is a 2-credit dining restaurant with really expensive meals.
Yeah.
And I think they had, which was fine, but I think she had just like a vanilla ice cream with the raspberry sauce.
Not for 2 credits. Not for 2 credits.
At least she got something, but she is also having to spend 2 adult dining credits on her meal with her dessert because she's older than 10. So just, I know it's controversial. I know a lot of people love Boathouse, but it was not our favorite.
2 dining credits, but a 1 dining credit experience with a quick serve dessert.
I would have probably spent 1 dining credit on it.
Not me. 3 potatoes. And a steak.
That was pretty sad.
Let's go to the third one.
Okay.
This third one is Cosmic Rays. Where's Cosmic Rays
in the Magic
again?
Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
In Tomorrowland.
Oh, by the Tomorrowland Speedway?
Yeah.
Right beside it. Yep.
So here's our problem with Cosmic Rays. Now, it is a great... It's a fine place.
Oh.
If you are just wanting basic, like, theme park food. If you're just wanting a hamburger, a hot dog, chicken strips. But even then, they are not done well. It's done on mass quantity. There's so many people that come into this restaurant, so many people, that I think just the quantity, it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
I know how to explain it. If you want to reminisce back in those high school days of carrying your plastic tray and go to the cafeteria and get yourself a burger with the piece of cheese on it that's not even melted on the meat because the meat's too cold and that's what it is. It is just basic. It's just food. It's just fuel to get you through the day. It's 100% non-experience. It's 100% not, you're not going to walk away going, oh my gosh, that was worth the $50 I just spent on a meal.
So they have like the Fixins bar where you can fix up your hot dog or your hamburger, which sounds great. Except for, again, there are so many people and people are gross. People are gross and they're like disgusting and they just make a mess and leave it there. So it's like there's pickles and lettuce everywhere and it doesn't even look appealing. You don't even really want to use it to eat. And then finding a seat.
Yeah. Well, just ask yourself, will the edges ever go there again? And what's our answer going to be?
No.
Nope.
I don't like a lot of people either. So having to fight for a seat
with
already having a restaurant that is way below like edible standard.
Where are we at? What number? Number 4 is Lotus Blossom in the China Pavilion. Oh,
another quick serve.
Yeah, at Epcot. Did we say that?
Yes,
it's at Epcot.
Okay. So I think here's the problem with this is that they are trying to make it like watered down Chinese food. I don't know if that's a great example.
It's not
Americanized.
Nice. Yeah, it's just not good. You're not going to get like, oh my gosh, this is how they make Chinese food in China.
Yes.
You're not going to get that.
This is more like, this is more like, let's go to the freezer section of your grocery store and get dumplings and egg rolls and fried rice, thaw it out, cook it, and serve it.
I'll tell you, the fried rice should be on the brown side. It was not on the brown side. And you can see the vegetables. Like, I hate peas. There was peas in that. And I'm not a carrot fan, but if you give me a good chicken fried rice, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it. But it didn't even look like it was cooked.
It was like you took a can of mixed vegetables and dumped it in with the rice, mixed it up, warmed it up, and served it.
And didn't put it in a wok.
No, you just warmed it up.
You don't fry it.
You just warmed it up.
It was inexpensive.
Yeah.
It was quick. It was inexpensive.
There were not a lot of people there.
Surprise. That's why.
The cast members were great. No one. They were very kind.
Service was great. People were kind. All those things.
I really think it's like the food is like the frozen food section.
Oh, it's so bad.
It was not authentic, or even not that we've been to China, guys. But
but I've had good Chinese food.
Yes, I've had good Chinese food. So
hey, do us a favor. I want you to prove us wrong. Put it in the comments. Something. All right, we're in the fifth one.
Yes, fifth one. Okay, so this might be controversial because we at one time said we liked this.
Yeah.
And I think we have recommended it quite a few times for several years.
So why do we not like it then?
I think we've had a change of heart.
Okay.
Okay, so this is at the Animal Kingdom. This is a quick serve, and this is Flame Tree Barbecue. Okay, now hear me out. This is why this made this list. Number 1. There is wildlife that will attack you and get your food. Okay, all the seating is outside. Do you remember the birds?
Oh, the bird place.
Birds.
Yes.
The birds will steal your food straight up. And they are not just like, oh, it's a little dove. They are giant cranes. Cranes, I don't know if that's the right kind of bird, but they're giant birds, and they will come and they will steal your food from your table. They will like perch themselves like on the next table and stare you down. And it's kind of alarming.
Long beaks too.
Yes.
Now the food there is pretty good.
Okay.
I like we got the pork nachos. That's what I've always gotten there. But you legitimately cannot even enjoy.
But I'm gonna say about the food here. For me personally, we live in Oklahoma. We have amazing barbecue everywhere we go. I've tried it multiple times and I love the options. I love the idea of pork nachos or like barbecue on a salad. I love that idea. But there is something about the meat that is sweet, and I'm not a fan of sweet sauce.
I am.
And then also on their like pulled pork fries, I think they use the liquid cheese sauce, and I do not like the liquid cheese sauce at all. If they had it like shredded cheese, I would like that more. But we've given this place a few shots, and the birds is the major factor. It has a lot of seating, which is nice. But I am not a fan of the cheese
I
sauce.
legitimately watch birds pull food off of people's plates.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
not
scary.
like, a fry, but like
their whole plate.
Everything down. So all that to say, but there's not a lot of pork nacho options through all the park. So, but I would not go back there again for the birds. So,
and our children are like traumatized by these birds.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're like they're
the size of small children,
and they've got no fear.
Yeah, they're
strong.
not afraid of people.
Man, that one right there, number 5 for us, Flame Tree, 100%.
Okay, our last one. This one was the one that is at Hollywood Studios. Now, again, this is not because all of the food is amazing. I think it's more because none of the food is really horrible that we've had at Hollywood Studios.
This has been a tough one.
If you have something that you've had at Hollywood Studios that is awful, feel free to put it in the comments.
I'd love to know.
Because we had a hard time thinking of one that we just hated. So this is our least favorite, but it's a good option in a certain instance. So this is
Hollywood and Vine.
Hollywood and Vine.
Is this our first buffet on the list so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it's a buffet. It
Surprise.
is just like there. They do have character dining in the morning. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
We did the dinner.
Afternoon, evening.
So here's where I say it's not horrible, is you can do the Fantasmic dining package, and this is one of the options, and which just means that you get priority seating at Fantasmic. So that was actually great for that because you didn't have to wait in line at Fantasmic and you didn't have to use a fast pass. So that was good. But the food was kind of just like,
would you eat there if the Fantasmic dining,
No.
part was attached
Nope.
to it? So there you go. That's a big enticing thing. If that helps you go to that restaurant, but you remove that and you don't want to go there. I just remember the food just being par.
yeah, it's just just normal. And it was kind of, we've eaten at a lot of Disney buffets. This one was, I would say, the messiest.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like the dessert table being kind of a mess. And I think it's just because it's an easy place for families to go. And so there's a lot of families that have little kids that, you know, maybe the parents are just like, go get some food. Or it could be adults because, as we learned earlier, people are just gross.
Yeah.
But the food was just not memorable. It was just like so-so. I remember you asked for a cup of coffee before we left. And he took like one drink. He's also a coffee snob, but he will occasionally force himself down a regular cup of coffee. And he was like, oh gosh, no,
horrible.
not happening.
I remember that. Yeah.
But I didn't mind it for the Fantasmic option. If that's the only way that I could get that Fantasmic seating, I would do it. But if that wasn't there, no.
So let's wrap this up. I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to give you my answer. You give your answer.
Okay.
What's the one place that absolutely is like your worst? You would never recommend it. Like it's your top bottom. For me, I'm going to go, it's going to be Lotus Blossom. That's my bottom. I'm not a fan of peas and carrots in a pan warmed up in a microwave. I appreciate the culture, but that did not help their
That's
culture.
not a good example of the culture, though.
Oh, not even close. Not even close. So, your
I
worst of the
think
six.
that it's hard because I'm also a budget person.
Okay.
Like, so a lot of times the worth comes into my choices. So if I was relying heavily on worth,
Ooh.
I think the Boathouse is a sham. But I think if we're talking about overall experience, I would say Cosmic Rays.
Yeah.
There's no...
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to be starving to eat at Cosmic Rays instead of walking around the corner to the Friar's Nook or over to Casey's.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have to be literally just like low blood sugar. I need French fries right now or something.
So,
yeah.
There you go. Those are our top 6 worst places to go eat at all of Walt Disney World. We've included some resort places. We've included some parks. As you always say, make sure you like and subscribe. We'd love to talk more. If you would love for us to talk about something or you have any recommendations, questions, anything, comment below, subscribe, share with your friends. We'd love to know what your bottom 6 are, or just give us your bottom 1. Because, you never know.
Everyone's different.
That's right.
Also, if you are interested in seeing what our top favorite restaurants are,
gosh.
click one of these. We have our top quick serve and our top sit down. So just in case you're curious what we do like, we have made a video for that. So make sure you check one of these. Okay, we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
See ya.